Hello and welcome back to Reformer 101, part 2. Each workout that I'm going to put on this page are going to be approximately 15 minutes long. That way you can pick and choose which ones you want to put together if you want a longer workout, and if not, just bust out 15-minute workout. Whatever you have time for, anything is better than nothing. Don't forget. Okay, so if you've gone back and you know how to set your reformer up, that's awesome. Get comfortable with it, practice. It takes a while until you feel comfortable with your springs, your straps, and all that good stuff. We're going to continue on with footwork. So we did footwork on the last video on the heels. So today what I want to teach you is footwork on the toes. So there's many variations of footwork. So this time we're going to put the toes on the bar, feet are hip width apart, high-heeled shoes. Take those arms, just like we did in the last video, and reach your fingertips long. Roll the shoulder blades back and down. And then all I want you to do is push all the way back and then come all the way back in. All right, so we're pushing back in, pulling in. High-heeled shoes the entire time. Abs are tight. I want you to press down through the rib cage. Let's go just 3 more. Knees are straight ahead. So one of the principles of Pilates is called concentration. So you really do need to concentrate on your form is really what they mean. Okay, push straight back. Now, hold the straight back. I want you to bring your heels under the bar so you're getting a big fat calf stretch. And then lift your heels. Okay, so just lowering and lifting today. Lower, lift. Abs are tight. I'll keep reminding you because as soon as we don't think about it, we don't concentrate, we let it sort of just lay there. Go 2 more. And last one. Okay, bend your knees, return the carriage in. Remember, this is called the carriage. Okay, so today we're going to take our heels on the bar, but we're going to take our legs wide. Okay, a little different than we did on the last video where we had our legs in parallel. This time we're taking the legs wide, working on a little bit of external rotation from your hips. Arms are to the side of the body, and we're going to push all the way back and come all the way in. All right. So what you want to feel here in regards to tension is a little bit of tension, not tons. It's not super heavy. It's not like a heavy leg press. We're just warming up. 3 more. 2 more. And last one. All right. Come all the way in. I want you to put your toes on the bar. So we did bridging on the first video on the heels. Today we'll do bridging on the toes, and we're going to add a press back. Okay, so what we do is we learn exercises on this machine, and then we begin to make them more complicated, layering the next piece of each exercise on top. So we're going to curl the hips all the way up to the sky, and then just roll all the way back down. Okay, so this feels a little different than when we did the heels. Okay, because your heels are high, you're going to feel a little bit more calf work happening here. Okay, try not to let those heels drop. 1 more. 1 vertebrae at a time rolls you down, upper back, middle back, low back, booty comes down last. And the last one, curl it up. And then rolling back down. So now we're going to add on to the footwork and the bridging that we did on the first one. Okay, so heels come down, curl the hip all the way up. Okay, so we're going to press all the way back this time and then come all the way in. Right, so this is a bridge with a press back. Right, so the goal is, can I press back and keep those hips nice and high? And as I bring the carriage in, can I bring them even higher? Okay, press back. So you're going to feel your hamstrings and your glutes here. 3 more. 2 more. And your last one. All right, return the carriage in. Okay, you can hear the springs and the stopper, which is in the front of the machine, hit, roll down nice and slow. Right, bring those knees up to the chest and just gently rock side to side. Okay, here we go, next exercise. This time what I want you to do is grab remember your foot straps and your hand straps? Remember the small straps or loops are for your hands and the big ones are for your legs. So today we're going to grab the small ones. Okay. Usually a smart thing to do is keep them on your shoulder pads, because if you throw them into the middle, then you have to get up to go grab them if you need them later. This is called the well, by the way. So I'll keep teaching you little terminologies into this machine because it is a little overwhelming in the beginning, but once you get the lingo, you'll have no problems at all. Okay, so today let's take our legs straight up in the air. So remember we learned about Pilates V, so let's go back to that Pilates V. That means heels are together, legs are rolling out slightly, and toes are 2 inches apart. It looks just like that. We're going to bend the elbows to the side of the body. Squeeze the elbows in so that you can feel those elbows touching your side right here, okay? So common mistake on this one is to wing the elbows out like that. So I want you to press them in, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze really tight. Now, my elbows and wrists are in one straight line, okay? So I don't want to have my hands back here. I want to feel some tension on that spring load, okay? Fingertips, just like on the last video, straight up in the air. Abs are tight. And from here, all I want you to do is press your arms straight. So you're touching your reformer, okay? Touch your reformer with your fingers. Now feel the top of your arms, okay? You don't want these lifting off. Everything's touching. And then bend those elbows and stop right when the wrists are on top of the elbows, okay? So press and up. So we're working the triceps. That's the top part of your arms in the back. All right, press it up. We're working on those legs too. We're trying to keep them nice and straight. So take a peek at them. Are they bent like that? Straighten them, squeeze the inner thighs together as you press. We've got 3 more. You got 2 more. And then you got your last one. Good job. Bend the legs, drop the feet on the foot bar, take the arms straight up in the air. So remember, whenever the arms are straight up in the air, your shoulders, your elbows, and your fingertips are straight above. So you don't want them back here. You want them right there. So from here, we're going to take those legs straight up in the air again. This time we're going to add on. So we're going to add a curl up. So let's go for some abs. So we're going to reach the arms toward the front of the room. We're going to curl all the way up, chin to the chest. Eyeballs are on that tummy. We're going to lower the legs down. We're going to lift the legs up. And we're going to drop the head and reach the arms up to the sky. So curl it up, lower those legs, lift those legs, and curl back down. You got 3 more to go. Curl it up, chin to the chest. Stop right here for a moment. Get the shoulders off the machine, all right? So really curling up, keeping your eyeballs on the stomach. Don't look at the ceiling. Lower the legs, lift the legs, curl back down. Last one. Curl it up, lower the legs, and lift the legs, and curl back down. All right. Drop your feet, bend the knees to the side just for a moment so that we're getting a nice spine twist. Take the knees to the other side. All right, we've got 1 more to go of the arms here. Take those legs into tabletop. So what is tabletop? Hips and knees in one straight line, knees and ankles in one straight line, okay? So we've got a nice little 90-degree table here. Bend those elbows again. Keep the top of the arms touching the machine. This time I want you to curl up as you straighten those arms and then curl back down. All right, curl up and straighten, curl back down. Curl up and straighten, chin to the chest. Curl back down. 2 more. Curl it up. Make sure you're not holding your breath. Last one. Curl it up. And curl it down. Good job. Okay, go ahead and take those straps. Put them on the shoulder pads. You're done with those for today. All right. So 1 more exercise today. I want to teach you what it looks like to do a plank on a reformer. There's probably 10 different variations, so we'll just learn 1 variation today. So what I want you to do first is put all your springs on, okay? And why would we do that? We're putting all the springs on because I want the machine not to move on this first batch here so that you can feel what I'm talking about. All right, so what we're going to do is face the back of the machine. So with these machines, you can do stuff facing forward, sideways, backward, standing, kneeling. It's unlimited. That's the great thing about this machine. 1 machine with probably 1,000 different exercises. So what I want to show you today is I want you to put your arms on. Remember, this is called the headrest, okay? And I want you to put your feet here just for a second, okay? So what we're going to end up doing in a moment is we're going to be coming all the way up, lift up the knees, and then drop the knees down. This is just the first piece. I want you to get comfortable facing the back. Lift the knees up, and then come back down. So my butt, you see, is poking up a little bit, but I don't want to arch my back like that, and I don't want to tuck the tailbone under. So I'm not rounding or arching. I'm just keeping a nice neutral spine. Lift the knees up, come back down, and then the last one. Lift the knees up, come back down. Okay, so that's going to kind of be the idea as we move into our plank. So now what I want you to do is remove 2 of your springs. Okay, so find those springs, remove them like that. This time the machine's going to move. See that? So as we move into a plank, the machine's going to start swinging back and forth. Don't be afraid. All right. So face the back. Put your toes on. This is called a foot plate. Okay, so toes on the foot plate. More advanced, you'd put your feet up on the foot bar. It's totally up to you which one you're ready for today. But if you've never done a plank facing back, start with the foot pad and then we'll move on from there. All right, so from here, I'm going to step here. I'm going to come into a full plank, right? You've done these on the floor before. And really what the idea is we want to keep one straight line, meaning I don't want your butt poking up in the air. That's a whole different exercise. And you don't want to sag like that. That's going to give you low back pain. Okay, see if you can create one straight line here. Squeeze your glutes, push the carriage out an inch, and then pull it back in. Okay, out an inch, in an inch. All right, press out an inch, and 2 more. Abs tight. And last one. Okay, bend the knees, come back in. So like I said, there's many variations for that. We can lift one leg up at a time, which we'll get to much later. You can put your feet up here. You can create a regular plank, meaning we could put our hands right here where the shoulder pads are, and we can come up into a full plank, right? As you get stronger, you're gonna come all the way up to here and do the exact same exercise. That's the great thing. Again, we can modify and add to make these things harder or easier, right? So we're gonna press out and in. I'm just showing you today, okay? That'll come in a few videos from now. 2 more, last one, all right? So coming all the way down onto the knees, cross the legs in front of you. Take your hands out to the side. Take a big breath, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach the hands all the way up and go ahead and tap that subscribe button. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.